Hello, ladies and gentlemen, back to your Don't Think Ellie like. Welcome to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Beta. I do want to mention beta. You may be thinking, why are you specifically saying beta? Well, there's a particular reason for that. As you can see, some of the HUD looks a little bit different, and that's because this is the beta version. Yeah, again, with the specific reason, there's a particular reason why, and let me explain. Okay, so recently, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator has released a new content, some new content, but it's not available in the, base game itself. You can access it in the base, if you do have the base game, all you have to do is, well, let me see, I just want to check, is change your settings in your in-game thing from, sorry, I just really want to see how that looked. You can change your in-game settings and change it from, the public released version of the game to the open beta, which you can access. Not sure if anyone who doesn't have the game can access that or not, but you can access it regardless. At least if you do have the game, so there you go. So, what they released that's in, that is in, like, open beta that anyone can access, well... this never gets old for me. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing my ass off looking at this. But this is what they released. Not my character, but a, unit creation tool. Man, okay, let me just actually show it off, I guess, for real quick. Okay, so here it is, the unit creator, and basically, it has a lot of the basic stuff, so far that's bare bones, get it? But, to be fair on them, this is bare bones, but to be, well, it's, as bare bones as it can be, but to be fair, they did state that, yeah, the open beta isn't going to be the thing that comes out. This is like a look into what we plan to do, and maybe we might change things along the way. And hopefully they do take certain criticisms, and hopefully they take certain things in mind. Because this character creator is actually pretty good in terms of possibilities. Like, there's possibilities for a lot to do here. And hopefully they can do it. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little gaseous. So, yeah. This is basically what the character, the unit creator is. It allows you to create weapons, put abilities on your character that can make them look absolutely ridiculous or pretty creative in, ways you want them to. Although the clothing option is really the biggest strength here. He's like, you can put in a lot of different options and clothings, at least at your leisure. So it's possible you could do your own little, character here and there. It could be creative in terms of looks. And it could actually be pretty powerful. If you do a character, it can be very, very powerful, or it can be pretty lackluster, depending on how you do it. You could also, change different stats on the things, such as their health, their size, their weight, speed, their attack speed, or, actually how much damage they do. And then you just get into the final works of, how much they actually will cost. Considering what these wings do, I would think that would be more. What they, you can use for their portrait, or what other smaller stuff you can do with them. That's basically what the unit creator does. So, now that you know what the character creator does, do you want to take a look at what characters I created? Because I made a couple. I just basically made my character. I'll hold on. Let me put him right here, and then I'll put an image of my character just to show a comparison. I think I did a good enough job, at least I think so. So, if you guys think it's done well enough, I guess you can tell me. But other than that, I just kind of want to show off, what it is my character can do. So, I'm just gonna outright do this. Send in an equal amount of, try to send an equal amount of peasants his way and see what he does. Come on, dude. I gave him a fireball ability where he can just throw the fireballs. And the fireballs are OP in a way, but they're fun. There's other things that this character can do. It's just he hasn't shown it. Hold up, let me actually take possession of him to force him to get close. Oh, do you see that explosion? That's his super punch. And BAM! I was wondering if he was going to activate that. Thankfully, he did. Man, that was the super punch. Like a super ultra punch ability, which isn't like a weapon. It's just something you can actually access to, like as an ability, and it causes that to happen, an explosion. Man, that's great, honestly. This is just extremely fun in a weird way. Okay, so that was my character, at least in his base form. Yeah, I made more versions of him. Okay, to explain... I mean, it's representative of how I am. I mean, right now, like, I literally just made my character, and I made him OP, so, I mean, that fits. Okay, so, this is what my character looks like right now, or like a super... This is a super version of my character, you know, supercharged, making him stronger, you get that? So this is what he looks like as a supercharged version. You may be wondering, why is he wearing a jacket? Well, this is based off an artwork I did that some people could see on Twitter, I guess. Follow my Twitter, because I do showcase, like, certain artwork I do. It's nothing groundbreaking, but, you know, hey, if you want to see me do art or see me post art, Twitter is the place I usually do it. Anyway, I made an image of my character with a Letterman's jacket on him, and, yeah, I just usually do that sometimes. I don't do my character with the Letterman's jacket because, I feel as if it might be lazy to do that sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, I could, you know, always have my character wear a jacket, so that way he doesn't show off his arms or half his torso. But then, you know, I would think that, that'd be lazy enough, and I already cover his legs with his pants, so I don't think covering him up all the way is, like, something I should do. I don't know. Do you think I should, like, put a Letterman jacket on top of my character all the time, or, like, only sometimes? I don't know. It's a personal thing that I think is kind of weird, but... So, yeah, for this particular one, his super form, or his supercharged form, I just gave him pistols because I thought it'd be kind of fun. Dude, you are going to fall off the cliff. I just really wanted to give the guy, like, dual pistols, because... literally, that's kind of what he does. Or, you know what, I've been seen using guns, because, you know, hey... Guns are kind of cool to at least use in games, but... I just thought it'd be kind of cool to actually see him use a gun, so... But here are the other two options I made for my character, which are okay, I didn't make this one taller. I think one of them just got either shorter or the other one got taller. Remember, if you do create a unit, the chances are they're going to be subject to the whole gamble system that Totally Accurate Battle Simulator has. You know, the whole... Yeah, that. Like, oh yeah, we're going to make the characters misshapen or different sizes, so... It's kind of a bit harder to say, oh yeah, it makes sense why these characters change size. So, keep that in mind. Maybe you might get a character that's smaller than you expected. Don't worry, it's probably just a game. So, you know, just respawn them in if you want. But yeah, this is the ranged option. I just made him basically able to hit enemies from a distance. And this one's the sword option. So let's see what they do together, because I know that's OP, but might as well show what they can do. Okay, let's see. And Whirlwind Slash. So basically my character's the anime sword fighter, basically. And... aw, he almost did it. Oh, well. Let's get rid of that guy. I mean, you saw what he could do. He throws candle... he throws the spooky candle throwers energy balls and fireballs, and he also calls down lightning. But this guy is basically an anime sword fighter, like literally tornadoes from single sword swing. Although for some reason this sword isn't that great in terms of just in terms of just physical raw attacking power apparently, or at least hitting enemies. Because for some reason he has so much difficulty actually hitting anything. I don't know why, but I will say I do like the fact that he has that ability. It's called Whirlwind Slash, and basically it's just I think it's called Hurricane Slash. And it's kind of just basically the anime equivalent of just, like, you know, drawing out a sword, going through an enemy, and nothing happens for a brief second, and then, poof, they get slashed to bits. I love that ability, honestly. It's pretty cool. So that was all my characters I created. Now let's actually take a look at some of the characters that I created here. Oh god, the characters I created here. Okay, let's start off with the miscellaneous one that I did, like generalizational ones. Okay. Oh man, any more? Oh yeah, right, this one. Okay, these are characters that are not references to anything. Well, technically. This one is just a werewolf, literally. I just made a werewolf. This one was a New Age Reaper, although he started out trying to be like Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy, but there's no cloak that covers his feet or his legs, so this is the longest cloak I could find, so I decided, let me just make a New Age Reaper, basically, where, you know, he has a hoodie on instead, and, you know, just make him, like, walk on the ground. You know, like a modern-day Reaper. I was gonna give him tennis shoes, but I thought, nah, not that. Also, yeah, I know, he has some parts of him sticking out of his clothing. That's kind of one of the limitations that the game, that the character creator has. Literally unable to do anything other than just, like, if you pick a skeleton, most clothing options will not fit their torso, which is kind of a bummer. I'm hoping they fix that in the future, where they make the skeleton compress into the clothing, so that way it doesn't stick out, or maybe most of the character-like things, so that way, like, you know, if you do put a clothing option on a character, it compresses their body into it, so that way it doesn't pop out. I'm hoping they do that. And also, this thing. Now, you may be thinking, did you make RoboCop? No, I wasn't trying to go for RoboCop. I was trying to make a super soldier in general sort of aesthetic thing. And this is what I got. There's something about his gun, though, that's actually a little bit more interesting. Yeah, that. As you can see, he's firing lightning arrows at enemies. You see, the thing is, there is, like, an option to... You see, I wanted to make a futuristic soldier-type character, and then I wanted to, you know, switch out the bullets of this type of gun. I know it's like, oh, wait, isn't that a actual gun model thing? And yeah, it's a... I'll just put the text on screen of what kind of gun it is. And, yeah... I was gonna put in, like, some type of energy bullets, you know, in the gun to make it look like it's firing energy-based, you know, projectiles. But, the game has a option for it called, you know, pulse rifle bullets. But, I'll just show the clip of what I mean and how they look on screen. Yeah, for some reason they keep on pointing down whenever they do that. I'm assuming that's another person's attack thing, but I'm really hoping they fix that in the future to where the rifle bullets can actually fire straight. Because, like, it's kind of useless without them. So, yeah, this was the best I could do. I mean, I could have given him, like, Zeus's lightning, but I thought that was a little too OP. But now that I look at it, firing these lightning bolts where they actually chain different attacks from one enemy to the other, yeah, it's kind of OP regardless, so yeah. I don't think there's a win-win in this situation. I was kind of hoping that he'd be able to shoot, you know, a plasma energy bullets of some kind, but that's about it. Anyway, onto the werewolf. He's actually pretty okay in terms of his attacking speed, but he basically jumps in and attacks enemies. I didn't give him any type of, you know, eating attacking sort of thing, so that's kind of unfortunate, but I also gave him that spin to win, which I'm kind of regretting. Because it's like, yeah, he's basically like goes in a flurry of attacks, but it kind of doesn't make sense that he turns into a tornado. But anyway, whatever. Also, the Reaper doesn't have any like secondary special abilities. He has like most of what the other Reaper has, except he's a little bit stronger, taller, and he just attacks enemies. So he's pretty good overall, I think. And yeah, this guy's a little bit slower than the other two because I made him that way. So yeah, I think these guys are pretty well done in their own right, but they're not, you know, well done as as well as I wanted them to be. But let's actually move on to the actual characters where they are very much referencing something. Like there's no doubt that these characters are referencing a specific thing. So, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting to talk about. Okay, so for the first one, yeah, I made Terminator. That's kind of simple. He wasn't the first character I made, but once I saw the minigun, I thought, okay, time to make Terminator, and yeah, this was all I could do. This is the best I could do. I think I did well enough. I will say, he's a lot slower and heavier than other characters because I wanted him to make sure he didn't go flying off with a minigun. Hopefully that does well enough. This is Sam, everyone. If you ever seen the movie Trick or Treat, you know who this is. If you haven't, then really not sure what else to tell you. But in the movie, this is a kid who's basically a killer or some type of creature that's basically like a kid that's also a killer. But yeah, that explains why I gave him a knife. And I know some people who I'm pretty sure some people that have seen Trick or Treat might be telling me, oh, well, Sam doesn't use a knife. I know he doesn't use a knife. But here's the thing: there's no like other weapons that you can use in the weapon select. The weapon selection also is a little bit limiting, but it's not too bad. I wish there was like a clawed hand weapon where it's just clawed hands, but the best you're gonna get is mittens, which look like cat claws. So like cat paws, not actually like claws, but which is kind of eh. But also, like, there wasn't, like, a lollipop anywhere in, like, the weapons. There was an inflatable hammer, but there was no lollipop, so hopefully they add that, so that way I can put it on this character to make it, like, actually interesting. Or, true to form. So, yeah, if you're wondering why he has a knife, this was the best I could do. And, yeah, he's smaller than the other units, because I wanted him to make him kid-sized. So. And here is Ezio. Or just like General Assassin. Basically, I made an Assassin's Creed character. This was the best I could do. He's like, I saw these clawed hand things, and I thought, Assassin's Creed. I know there's like specifically like knife things that you can put on a character, like the Gesture. What's it called? Yeah, the Jester. Hold on, let me bring him out. I know I could have done something similar to the Jester, and literally given him the knives on his hands. But I thought, why not make him a little bit different and actually give him the big swords on his hands? That'd be kind of interesting. And then we have Sans here. Okay, look, I really wanted to do this. Like, as soon as like the character creator said, oh, you can make skeletons, I thought, I have to make Sans. And actually, he's the first character I actually made, besides my character. I made my character first, like, the base version of my character, and then I made Sans. So, yeah. This is Sans, everyone. Like I said before, I really wish the skeleton's chests would compress into the clothing so that way they don't show off the bones a lot, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. And also, yeah, I know, like, you see this growth on his head? I tried my best to give him, like a blue eye sort of thing, but there's no option to change eye colors, which is another thing I wish they allowed. Or, I wish they allowed a it's a, what's it called? Is it heterochromacy? No, I think it's, what's that eye thing, that people can get, or some animals can get, where one eye is a different color from the other? I'll put it on screen again, I guess. I'll put another text on screen to show it. But yeah, there's no option to do that. So hopefully they can give that option so that way you can change colors of different eyes. Like, I know, like, the simple eye is basically the staple for, you know, Total Accurate Battle Simulator, but still, I wish you could actually make a blue eye and then make a red eye, or do the whole, oh, make this a blue deep eye and make one eye black so that way you can make Sans, you know, that type of stuff. So this was the best I could do. I think I did pretty well. I don't know, maybe it's different for other people, but whatever. I think I did well enough. So yeah, this is another werewolf, but if you could guess who it is, you get a cookie. Okay, just to tell you, this is Jon Talbane from Darkstalkers. Okay, saying that out loud makes me laugh more than it should. So yeah, basically I just made another werewolf, painted him a little lighter blue, and I got Jon out of it. I really like Darkstalkers, so I thought, this looks like I could actually make a character, right? And this is the best I could do. That's another thing I kind of wish that, you know, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, or, you know, the character creator had, was more options, because there's no wolf head, you know, your character can wear, and there's no suit that's kind of furry like a wolf suit, which is also something I wish they added in, like maybe a top part of a wolf suit, so that way it looks like it's furry and has fur. And also, like I said, clawed hands, like a werewolf claw, you know, like, you know, they look like human hands with clawed fingers. I wish they had that, but I understand that, you know, they're trying to be basic so that way it fits the aesthetic, but still, they could try and do some other stuff, like maybe they can give a wolf head here and give an upper torso that looks like these things. Like, this was also another thing I gave him, because these were the closest thing to wolf, you know, like hairy beast legs that I could get, so, oh well. I think he's pretty okay. Not exactly the original, but still pretty good. And if you caught the character's name already, you know who this is, or maybe you don't. This is The Undertaker, ladies and gentlemen. He's a professional, or he's a character, well, sort of. Look, here's the thing. He's based off of a character that a professional wrestler performs as, or used to perform as. I think currently he's retired, hopefully. He's been working for so long, and hopefully he's actually retired, you know, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, I decided to make him in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator just because I wanted to. So, like when you give me the option to create a character, I'm going to reference a lot of characters. So, let's actually see how well this whole fighting situation goes. By the way, that was The Undertaker. He literally calls down thunder sometimes. Ooh, nice job. Nice job, Jon. You almost killed The Undertaker, but good enough. But yeah, I gave Jon nunchucks because in the game, like Darkstalkers, he sometimes uses nunchucks, so. Okay, now where's Sam actually? Oh, here he is. Is he dead? I have no idea. But Sam is basically a jumper where he jumps at enemies and tries to attack them. He also has an ability of draining their health, because, like, I couldn't think of anything else to do with him. Terminator is just a minigun thrower. Oh yeah, right. Sans and The Undertaker can call down lightning, although Sans throws energy balls from the candle, you know, the Candlehead energy balls. And, well, you didn't see it, but I can demonstrate it. Hold on. Okay, first, let's get rid of these two. And get rid of The Undertaker for a second. Just to showcase it. But yeah, I basically made Sans pretty quick and fast overall. Like, very fast, in fact. I mean, like, in the actual game of Undertale, he's pretty strong, so I made him pretty powerful. Although The Undertaker isn't as strong as him, I think I did pretty well for him, at least. So, yeah, basically, he's basically a brawler-like character that I tried to make. And I think I did pretty well for him. And yeah, his character in, like, wrestling, if you don't know, can actually call down lightning, at least as, like, a special effect sort of thing. But he's been known to be struck by lightning, too. And yeah, I'm a wrestling fan, or at least used to be. Specifically, I do like watching wrestling, but the only like one that I was really growing up with was WWE. But even then, it's like nowadays the brand has issues. It's not as good to watch, and there's a lot of issues in terms of its management. Like the people behind it, I'm really not liking. So I kind of stopped watching wrestling for a while, or have stopped watching WWE specifically. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to watch in wrestling, in terms of wrestling from other promotions, at least as of now. So, there's The Undertaker for you. There's another faction that I created that I do want to share, but I'll do that in the next episode. For now, I'm just kind of just, like, literally just wanting to do this. Like, just, literally just having a particular fighting match with some of the secret enemies and, you know, some of the secret units, and face them against my mixing or miscellaneous units. Let's actually see how well Undertaker does against the Frost Giant. Wait, whoa, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I guess that wasn't just a thing. Okay, so I guess in the beta version of this game, the Frost Giant has Frost Breath. Okay. Thanks, I guess. I hate it, but thanks. Let's actually see how well these guys help out the Undertaker. Let's actually put you way in the back, Undertaker, so that way you don't take the brunt of the frost-damaging Frost Breath. I actually kind of want to see how much damage he's doing. Okay, so he's doing a decent amount of damage. He's just not beating it. Okay, well, he tried. Let's actually do the let's do the Iron Soldier and the Terminator. Let's actually see how well they do against it. Hold up, and then let's try the Werewolf and John together. Let's see how well that works out. I tried my best to make it so he's not firing all the time, but eh. Oh wait, he's got Frost Breath, right? Gotta stay back. Ah, great, I'm reloading. Ah, dang it, he actually beat them. I would think these guys would be a little too overpowered for him, but I guess not. Okay, let's try John and the Werewolf. Let's see how well these two do. Come on, John, you've faced off against a Yeti before. Oh no, John's down! Oh, Jesus! Okay, I will admit, maybe I'm putting too much faith in them. But then again, they are pretty strong. Okay, let's see how well Sans by himself does, because he's pretty strong. Okay, yeah, right. Also, he's fragile. I forgot about that. Hold up. Okay, Sans, why are you getting close? You know full well you can't fight off against this thing up close. Okay, there we go. Jesus. That's what Sans is supposed to do. Stay back and fire from distance. I think I set him to ranged unit, but for some reason he always gets close. So yeah, Sans can do it. Although with a little bit of help, but he could still do it. Okay, was there anyone else I didn't do? I mean, I guess I didn't do the assassin, but... well, what's the point? Now, let's see the Reaper. And actually, let's put in my ranged version and then this version of me. Let's see how well they all do. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so... okay, I think he killed the assassin and the Reaper, but hey, my two guys survived. Okay, well, yeah, that's it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I had a lot of fun here. So, you may be thinking, well, what about this faction? We'll get to that in the next episode, because I do want to talk about it and actually, like, demonstrate it fully, but only in, like, my personal, like, at least by itself, because this already took a long time to actually do, so stay tuned for that episode. I'll see y'all next time in the next video. Until then, sign on, my bots. Take care.